Hello and welcome to the fall semester of 2021 to the MACA 1200 class. I'm Brian Sorial and I'm going to be your instructor this semester. And attached to this email that I sent you the link to this movie that you're watching is this syllabus, okay? And I want you to go through it because there are several things in here, of course, that are important to the semester. Main one being, I really want you to be up to date on the latest Illustrator. Okay, now I'm going to click this and then go and show you that this is the link to the student and teacher's version of Illustrator, where if you go down here, you can see that the first year you're only going to be paying $15.99 a month for the subscription to the Adobe Creative Cloud. That's what I want you to do first. I want you to make sure on your PC or on your Mac that you have the Creative Cloud and Adobe Illustrator 2021. It really hasn't changed for 2020 or 2021, so there are some updates that they have for 2021 that have fixed a lot of issues. They still have issues in Illustrator, but they'll always will, I guess. But please, I don't require that you buy any books for this semester, okay? I don't require that. So I want you to make sure that you have Adobe Illustrator 2021. Thank you. Now, on Monday morning, on August 23rd, is when the class starts. If your class doesn't show up, and I'll show you where that's going to be, it doesn't show up in your dashboard for Canvas, call this number. I'm going to make it really big. Okay, write that down. This is, and I'll show you where else it is. This is the number that you can call on Monday morning to make sure that your class shows up in the Canvas module, okay, in the Canvas online environment. And I'll show you where that is. So if it's not there, call them and they'll get it there. What do I have in here? Well, I have how you can email me, and I'll show you that physically because that's very important, and I'll let you know why in a few minutes. Whoops, I didn't want that to happen. So I didn't want this to go to there. You don't have to see that. No, you don't. So I want you to, that was my whatever voice. I don't care. I want to handle this formally informal, if that makes any sense to you. Okay, I even put it here. Here are the important days of the semester. The last day for refund, the Labor Day vacation, or the Monday that you have off. IDD Day is the 23rd, Thanksgiving recess, and when the semester ends on the 18th. I have a YouTube channel that I'd like you to go to, and you're going to go to it a lot this semester. Please subscribe so you get my updates on all the cool movies that I have for Advanced Photoshop, for After Effects, for portfolio development, and everything else. Welcome to this online experience is what this says. It is my goal to deliver not only the skills you will need, but also important portfolio and industry information. I want you to make sure that you have a good backup plan. So right here, it kind of tells you have at least 2 external storage hard drives. Why is that important? Do you know how many students have lost all of their work because they kept it on their laptop or on their computer workstation? Please make sure you have an external hard drive, or you're saving to the cloud, or you've made a Google Drive account and you back up to Google Drive. Just make sure that if your computer quits or crashes, that you have a backup plan. Let me go to the important part of this, which is, there's 2 important parts in my estimation. The Learning Assignments weekly guide here on what's due for every single week. Okay, so these are the assignments in order. Now they correlate to this, which is the weekly assignment schedule. So I want you to keep on having this nearby so you can see what is exactly due on week 1, what is due on week 2, and so on and so on. Now here's the important thing that I want you to know. You guys you're busy, you have jobs, you have families. In my estimation, and I think I've said this in a couple of the movies that you've watched or you are going to watch, because I have 4 movies in this email, that I'm sending you on Brian Sorer's portfolio, an introduction movie, motivation and methods, and of course the syllabus movie. Okay, I consider family and work and your personal health more important than school. Without those three, you really don't have anything left. So my estimation is, if anything takes you away from getting an assignment in by the Sunday of that week, just email me prior. Just say, Brian, I'm having a really hard week, or whatever it is. I'll just, with no points off, I'll extend it. I'm not interested. Now, I know that you know that employers, when they say a job is due, the job is due on that day, and I know you will get it in. If I recommend you to an employer, it's going to be because you have a great work ethic and you have a great portfolio. And I know that you know that if you miss deadlines, they're not going to keep you around. So school is different in this way. You have so much going on. That's my dog barking. You have so much going on that please email me. I am so focused on your success. And that has nothing to do with grades. Okay, it has everything to do with, Brian, I need a couple more days to get the assignment right. Oh my gosh, of course get it right. Then it'll go in your portfolio rather than just sitting on the side. Portfolios, and please understand this, portfolios don't want B's or C's. Portfolios want a job that looks solved and is visually acceptable. And that's who I am. So I'm not focused on grades, I'm focused on success. I'm not focused on grades, I'm focused on skill. Because I drive and show you portfolios. I'll show you portfolios this semester and guide you guys through it. I'll even be working with some of you after the semester is over to work on your portfolio content. That's how cool this whole multimedia industry is, and I am super good at it. So the reason I've gotten good at it is because I made a million mistakes. I've learned to fix those mistakes, and that's really what makes a great productive artist. So please go by this syllabus here, and then this assignment guide is a help to you. I'm sending it along. I'll show you in the Canvas modules where it is, okay? And it's everywhere, actually. It's on the front page. It's in the files. I'll just show you where it is, and I might even download it to you. But it's a high memory PDF because I want you to be able to zoom into this stuff. So this is what is due. Let's go. Guide to Pen and Path. I'll show you in the modules where it is. Begin week 1, do week 2. Simple. Those two items are what's due. So if you have a question on what is due, this is one of the places that you can get your answer. If I say both assignments are due, look at how I do a music icon, and then I want you to do your own icons for your own portfolio. That is due at the end of week 3. At the end of week 5, 4 and 5, you get to work on a vintage logo. You don't have to work on it, and I'll show you what I mean, but you don't have to say Sorial illustrations, but this is part 1, this is part 2. Okay, but this is my part 1 and part 2. I want to see your part 1 and part 2. Okay, you have to follow this one pretty close, but don't put the word Sorial illustrations in there. That's me. So put your own thing in there. So in Zentangle, this is me, B for Brian, get it? So you can use your own stuff, and I'll show you a cool thing that I have in each weekly module in Canvas that shows you examples. Let me back off on this. So this Zentangle is due, I'll back up here. Vintage logo is due at the end of week 5. Zentangle is due at the end of week 7. Character art is due at the end of week 8. Okay, and so on. So use this guide here, and if you're wondering what the dates are, right over here. You want to know what the end of week 2 is? Well, look over here. The end of week 2 is September 5th. The end of week 7. What is week 7? It's 10/17. Okay, October 17th. And please remember that there are 2 assignments, and you can submit both into the same Dropbox in Canvas at the same time. So Canvas allows for multiple submissions. All right, your grade will depend on your proper naming of your assignment. So if I give you an assignment that I want you to open, for instance, I want you to open the Guide to Pen and Path assignment. Don't just turn it in as Guide to Pen and Path. Put your name in the file, so I know who is what and where is who, if you know what I mean. Okay, so we're going to go right now to Canvas. So when you log into MyMacomb right here on the MyMacomb homepage, you're going to go into MyMacomb, and I'm already logged in. So that's why it came right up to the MyMacomb page. Go down to Canvas right here on the left. You see it right there. When you click it, if your class does not show up in either this list, look up here in the dashboard. Look up here over to the left. This little computer here is where your classes should show up. If your class is not there, you remember that number I showed you? It's right down here at the bottom. Call it on Monday morning, 877-362-2662. Give them your student information. Tell them that you're registered for the MACA. The class is actually called MACA V for virtual, 1601 2021 fall. Tell them that your class is not showing up. They'll get your class going and everything is good. So this is actually your class. So when you click that, this is your home page. Now the home page has, again, the syllabus here. Okay, you see the please download the fall 2021 assignment list. It's right there. So you just click that little arrow right there and you are good to go. You're already watching in this email the Brian Sorial Introduction Movie, the Brian Sorial Portfolio Movie. You should know about me. You should know what I want you to see, my passion to my craft, and my craft is my artwork. Okay, and I love teaching, and I love being a nationally represented, globally represented illustrator. Again, I put the weekly dates in here and the important dates for the semester. But look up here, third one down. Modules. That's where you're going to go all the time. So let's go into the modules. Of course, there's an opening announcement, and this upper module, again, I have the assignment list here. That's the second place for it, okay? And I want you to see the student examples PDF, because that is a beautiful thing. The student examples PDF here is not stuff that you're going to be doing this semester. It's what you and I would work on afterwards. So look at how all of this is Adobe Illustrator. Let me view this by single page. I'm sorry. So here is a great gradient mesh assignment that you would do after the semester is over. Yeah, that's Adobe Illustrator. That's Adobe Illustrator. So all of these are Adobe Illustrator files that you can work on and put in your portfolio, both in illustration and, I'll show you later, in design. So all of these that's how you're going to look after you're frustrated with the first and second and third assignment. I'm kidding. Okay, isn't that fun? Okay, that's my sense of humor. I love what I do, and I try to show that I love what I do. Okay, so everything in every kind of product you can possibly imagine, from medical illustration to just simple graphics. Okay, so you can go through that. I'm going to close it, but what I wanted to show you is, let me just minimize this, cancel this. Sorry, I'm just going to minimize it. So now, in each course module, you can see week one. Week one correlates totally. Let me find where my assignment is here. Week one correlates totally to the first day assignment. So if you see into the first day handout, to the syllabus. So in week one here, on all this stuff that's in week one, well, that's right there in week one. So all the movies that you need to watch, and each one of these movies for the Pen and Path, please watch them. Make sure you start with this upper movie here, and then it'll send you, and I want to show you how to get to YouTube real fast. So I'm going to click the shape 1. See this little arrow that's right, this little corner thing right there that's in the title? Just don't click the go button here. Click over here and click that, and it'll take you right to my YouTube channel. Of course, you'll have to watch a stupid ad. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. YouTube is now putting ads on all my stuff. So here, skip the ad. All right, let's go on shape 1. Okay, so you follow this and you use the PDF file that is in the asset folder. Well, where's the asset folder? If you look over here, let me go back to here, and you can see if I go back to the module, okay, back like this, you can see that the asset folder is right there. So For week 1, you don't have anything due. It's due at the end of week 2. So please take your time with all of these shapes. And then the second half of the assignment, let's go here. The second half of the assignment, if you see here, is to color the shapes. So you need to turn in 2 assignments. You can turn them in at the end of week 2 on that Sunday. Here's the first assignment. Here's the second assignment. Now I also show you that here. So when I go up to here, look at this. Every single module on the top has this is what is due for that particular assignment. So click it. It shows you exactly what's due. So there's the same little thing. See this click to get started? Please watch the movie. Please watch it. It shows you
welcome to
what is due.
Short movie for what is due for the weekly modules 1 and 2.
Good. So now every single module has that in there. So you shouldn't be confused. If you are confused with anything at any time, I don't want to forget to do this. See over here on the dashboard, see how I can click the inbox? What I want you to do is if you have an issue with an assignment, click the compose up here, select your course in your courses. You won't have all of these, you'll have 1 or 2. 2, you click in the 2 box to the teachers, you click my name, you type in the subject. This could be assignment 1, okay, assignment 1, pen and path. Assignment 1 is actually the quiz, and I'll show you that in a few minutes. So you can go pen, path, question. Okay, assignment, pen, path. Send an individual question, or you just can click right there and say, hey Brian, comma, I am having a problem with path 1 assignment. Okay, with the path number guide 2 assignment. It's a guide 1 is the quiz. I'll show you that in a minute. But, and here's the but, please attach, click the attach paperclip and attach your AI, standing for Adobe Illustrator, file. Please. I will open your file, create a movie to show you personally what is wrong with it, and then I'll send it back to you and you'll be on your way. So if you have errors that you can't get past, email me. That's all I ask, but attach your file. So I'm going to cancel that and go back to the actual module here. Let's go back and see if I can get into the actual module, which I did. So at the end of week 2, you see this drop box? That's where you turn stuff in. And again, you can submit multiple things. So you have the Dropbox for each assignment. You have a summary. So the Guide to Pen and Path summary. I want to know certain things. I want to know what aspects of this assignment did you find most difficult? How did you overcome the problem? What are your thoughts about the assignment? Was it valuable? Was it not valuable? I'm hoping that you liked the assignment, but tell me if you didn't. And please, understand that knowing Vector, which is Adobe Illustrator, Vector means geometry, it means math. It means that you can scale up Illustrator assignments. Photoshop is raster, it's based on pixels, or I should say fixed pixels. So why did I say all that? I want to know that you know that Illustrator is super important to Photoshop. It's super important to this industry. It's where tons of stuff is created. So let me go back to here. And let's go back into this. So answer the Adobe Illustrator in your career path discussion topic. Now let's go to week 3. Look what's at the top of week 3. It's the music icon assignment. Where is the music icon assignment? It's right there. So you can see in your assignment guide, every single time review this assignment guide because it shows you what's due. But then I go further. I actually say in week 3, I say, look, you can do some fancy ones for part 2. How many assignments are due? Look, both are due at the end of week 3. So follow this. Turn both in if you can. If you have an issue and you need more time, what did I tell you? Just email me. I won't take any points off. I don't care about scores. I don't care about grades. I mean, grades are important to the HR department. When you interview with an agency or a studio or a company, all they care about is your portfolio. Yes, they want you to have a good grade point average, but a great grade point average with a mediocre portfolio does not get you a job. A great portfolio gets you a job. So again, you click this, read this, okay, and there is a Read Me First PDF for the music icon. So let's go back to it. And then you can click right there to get to my YouTube channel. And let's go back. So you can see here that there's a Read Me First PDF. And I show you in here that in the second half of it, in part 2, you can be very creative. It doesn't have to be music related. Now, I'm not going to go through every single one like this, but I want you to know that in every weekly module, there is a movie for This Is What Is Due. It clears up anything that I may say in the movie. What if I said in Logo 1 that the second half is optional? Then ignore me then. Everything that is due is in the assignment guide here. You need to turn in 2 files. It tells you right there in the assignment guide how many files are due at the end of that week. For instance, for Zentangle, you have 2 that is due. In Gradient Mesh, you have the Luigi stuff here and the Peppers. Okay, so if I went to that Gradient Mesh assignment right here, it says this is what is due for that week, for week module, for week 9 and 10, and for the guide 7 Gradient Mesh. These 2 are due. But watch the movie. You have to watch the movie for This Is What Is Due, because I go over it. They're real quick movies. Just please go through them. And that's how to play this module game. Again, where were the modules? When you open up Illustrator and you come to your home page, okay, it's the 3rd item down. Just click it and go to work. If you have any issues at any time, send me an email. Again, there's the email button. Click Compose, choose my name, and don't forget to attach your Illustrator file, because I want to see it so I can review it and see what the issue is. Please welcome to this semester. It's going to be a fun semester. It really is. And we'll work together even after the semester is over, and I'll let you know with emails coming up. I don't know why I'm going through this like this, but I'll let you know with emails coming up what are some cool industry links, what are some cool tutorials that are outside, and it's my way of just communicating with you. Okay, so welcome to this class. Let's go back to the home page, Mr. Sorial, and please don't call me Mr. Sorial, call me Brian. Or Professor B, that's my name. I am really excited for you to be here, and please watch my Brian Sorial portfolio movie to see who I am and what it's all about. And again, welcome to this semester. If you have any trouble in Canvas for the 4th or 5th time, please, whoops, that's not where to get it. Please call that number that is in here right at the beginning of this. So here's your number to call if you have an issue right there, 877-362-2662. So there, I can't click in there. Okay, let me zoom in. That's your number. Call them on Monday morning and let me know if you have any issues at any time. Welcome to this semester.